Hi everyone, it's Roman from Acceleration. Today is the second training on n8n. It's a free training on n8n. The objective is like to improve your n8n skills. And we start within the last module where we saw like how to create an account on n8n Cloud. Also how to self-hosted n8n. We also make comparison, like we say the difference between Make, Zapier and n8n. And today, the objective is like we saw how to connect other tools to n8ns and how to connect credentials to n8ns. So we are going to see three different types of credentials. We are going to try to connect the Google's modules, so Gmail or Google Sheets, for example. We are going to see how to connect directly Notion, and we are going to see how to connect an AI tool, so OpenAI. So we can start. Here you can see on our screen that we are going to personal on n8n, and you can click on credentials. So we don't have credentials here. Just before, we have to make a difference if you have n8n self-hosted or if you have n8n Cloud, because n8n Cloud is already on a lot of tools, of native tools, is already like approved by them. So we are just going to connect with the self-hosted version because it's a little bit more difficult. So we are going to see that. But just before, on n8n Cloud, I just show you how to connect a Google account. It's really easy. So you just have to click on Add the first credentials. You can click on, for example, Sheets. Here, Google Sheets. And here you just have to sign in with your Google account, click on the good email, accept all the scopes, and it's good. So it's really easy, but this is only with the version on n8n Cloud. So the version where you have to pay by execution of workflow. And us, we are going to check how to connect when you have n8n self-hosted. So on your own hosting services. So we are on our n8n Hostinger account. We are going to create the credentials. And here, if we put Sheet, you can see that we don't have the same screen than the other one, where we have just to click on one button. We have the host redirect URL, the client ID, and the client secret. So, firstly, you have to go on Google and click and tap just Google Cloud Console. And when you click on that, you arrive on this screen. When you arrive on this screen, the first things to do is to create a project. Me, I already have a project on this account, like 3 projects, but we are going to create a new project. So here I create my project. I put n8n test 2, for example, and I create the project. And you can see that my project is creating, and I just have to select it. When I select it, I just have to choose which kind of tools of Google will have access to this project. So I'm going to tap Google Sheets, and I have Google Sheets API, and I have to activate it. My screen is in French, but actually it's exactly the same in English or other language, but you just have to click on activate the Google Sheet. Here, when you've done that, you have different type of things. Firstly, if you click on ID, you can see that I already can create some ID or host, but I have to firstly create a consent screen. So I click on consent screen at the left of the screen and create one. I just have to put the name, choose the address, the email address. Here is because it's not a Google Workspace account, it's a Gmail account. So I have to put extern, out. I put my email. And next, I authorize create. Here I create my screen for consentment. Now I go to the left, API and ID. Now I can create my ID OAuth. I choose web application. I choose a name for Google Sheet, for example. And here you can see that I have a URL for redirection. And here I have it also, the redirect URL, I have it also on n8n. So I copy it, I put it here, and I can create. And when I done that, now I have the ID and the secret. I copy here, and I copy the secret and paste here. Perfect. I can save. Now, if I try to connect directly, I will have an error because my n8n like URL, so the server, the hosting URL, is not like allowed directly by Google. So I have to publish my project, and I have to publish it here. So I come back to consentment screen. I click on audience, and here I can publish my application. Publish my application, and it's good. After, I can sign in with Google. I choose the account, and here I have like a warning from Google. I just click here and accept. Here you can see that I just have to select all the scope, continue, and now I'm connected. Account connected, so my Google Sheet account is connected. Two things. Here I show you the API key, but after our video I'm going to remove it. Please keep safe always your API key because it's really important. You don't have to share it and you don't need to share it. Also, another thing really important. Here you have the name. It's really important to rename all the times your credentials on n8n because you will have a lot of like accounts connected on n8n, and you will see that when you have a lot of accounts, it's really difficult to find the good one. So here I can put sheet test 2 for me. I save. And here it's good. So now, for example, if you wanted to connect the Gmail account, you just have to come back on Google, click here, click on Gmail. You have the Gmail API and you have to activate it. You go on the ID at the left of the screen. After ID, you just have to create a new ID host credentials, and you do the exactly same process as we done, and after you can connect Gmail. So it's pretty easy. Now we are going to see how to connect Notion. Notion is not with OAuth2, it's with API key. So if you are on your page on Notion here, you just have to click on settings at the left of the screen and connection, and here you have to create new integration. So if you connect new integration, you arrive on this page here, and you can create a new integration. You'd have to load an image, and you can put the name of the integration. You say if you want internal or public, so for me internal, and you select your workspace. When you've done that, you just have to copy the secret key here. So you copy it, you come back on n8n, create credentials, you can put Notion and Notion API, and you will have the possibility to put your account. I rename also my credentials, and it's good. One important thing on Notions is that when you've done that, you have after to choose a page, for example, this page. And when you click on the 3 point here, you have to select the good integration. So you have to, it's not on the same account. So I will not have here, but if I put n8n, you will have the different n8n integration, and you can connect like your n8n account. And now n8n will have access to this page and all the sub-page of this page, or all the database of this page. It's really important to do that, because if you're not doing that, you will not have access to your Notion's contents. Okay, so that is on Notion. Now we are going to check on OpenAI. So OpenAI, you have to put OpenAI API on Google, and when you create an account, you arrive on this page. When you are on this page, you click on API key here, create a new secret. You just have to rename it. You create a secret key, and you have a secret key. You can copy it, come back on your credentials, create a new credentials, OpenAI, continue, and you just have to put your key here. I change the name, and it's saved. Normally, it's connect. You can see that the connection is done. So we connect like 3 different tools, but with all the native tools of n8n is the same process. After, it depends of if it's API key or OAuth2 process, but generally it's the same. There one more possibility to connect to other tool. It's when it's not a native tool. When it's not a native tool, you cannot pass directly by here. You have to go on your workflow, and you have to create a workflow. When you create a workflow, you click on HTTP requests, and here you can see that you have all the predefined credential type, where you can find, for example, the Google Sheet one that we just create is here, but you can also have generic. And generic, you have the possibility to add this different type of connection depending of which tool you want to connect. And for example, for tools like Postmark, where they are not native connection with n8n, you have the possibility to connect it directly with that. So thank you for this training today. We are really happy if it can help you. On n8n. The next module will be directly on how to create a pretty easy automation with a trigger and an action. And if you have any question or any recommendation, you can comment this video, and feel free to contact us also on our website acceleration.com. Have a good day.